Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis, and I want to talk to you guys about the fastest solo page farm, specifically for solo players, because when you get to about, I don't know, halfway through the pages, you need 194 total, I think, for everything, if I did the math right. I could be off by a little bit. But somewhere probably about 100 pages, especially if you're focusing on your playlist activities like strikes, Crucible or Gambit matches, and then again, Vanguard Ops will count for strikes, trying to complete these triumphs. You'll probably wrap these up around 100, 115, somewhere in there, depending on how much alternating you do. If you want to mix up doing these, I would make sure you still lean heavily into these so you don't have to like be done with everything and still go do a strike, because you'll probably be good at that point. But once you're done with strikes, you're still going to need some more pages. And the fastest farm that I have found to do solo is not this. You can do lost sectors all you want. Not lost sectors. You can do public events. You get 2 to 3. Now, I'm looking right now at this one. Maybe I could catch this one. Maybe this would be ready. Maybe this wouldn't. Logically, I would probably try and drive to this one, see if you could knock it out, and then maybe try and catch this one as well, because they're quick. Sometimes you'll find some in close succession. Some public events are faster than others. You might knock them out in a minute or two. Sometimes it could take you to go through all of the phases and then hold down the thing and then have a delay timer. So public events aren't bad, it's just you're going to have to do a lot of public events and probably catch them in very quick sequence. Even by the time I loaded in, that might have been gone, who knows. So again, if I could load in and catch this one, maybe finish this fast and then go to catch this one, that's 2. But if you get 2 pages from each one of the public events, you're only going to be at 4. And that could take you a couple minutes on each one. My recommendation previously still holds true, and until Bungie patches this thing, but hopefully they don't since you're running the entire mission, is doing investigation on Classic, on normal difficulty. It is not overly difficult. My checkpoint is technically still here because something glitched, I think, so I'm just going to reset this so you guys can see it from the beginning. But the idea is, if you do have a group of people to play with, you can 100% get to the end of this, finish the fight, open the wall like you're going to drive to Flint, the ghost, and then literally have somebody trade checkpoints, and you'll be able to save that checkpoint. It's a very fast thing to do until it probably gets patched by Bungie. But if you're by yourself and you're like, I don't have anybody to play with, or I'm doing this on my own, you can still get 9 to 10 pages in about 6 to 7 minutes. I've done this thing in about 6.5 minutes. I'm sure somebody could do it a little faster, but even if with, you know, a few things being off, you can still get it done pretty damn well. Main thing is galley, just because you can actually, at this level, because the enemies are only like 13, 16 anyway, so you're going to be above it no matter what, you can delete the barrier guards who are kind of in that finale boss fight, save your super by the time you get there, and you can kind of destroy the Lucent Hive wizard. And then you're only going to have a couple more, reload galley, and it's good to go. I've done it in about 6.5 minutes. I'm going to see how quick I can do it, but that's all I want to do is I want to show you in 6.5 to, you know, maybe 7 minutes, you can get 10 pages, and I have found nothing that is faster. So if you spread out doing one of these every so often, in between doing other stuff, you're probably going to be okay. So let me jump in and show you guys. While it's loading, I'll show you the loadout. Basically a submachine gun just to shoot some random stuff. I don't even use this thing. Pulse rifle I'm using here. I could honestly probably switch this to like a fusion rifle and have a little more DPS, but I'm just honestly not shooting that many things. Galley is the main thing. Have on scavenger, reserves, and ammo finder just so you can kind of be efficient with your ammo. There is a rally flag, so every time you rotate through this, you can hit the rally flag. Should be able to keep your ammo up for any of the times that you need it. So when you load in, come over here to the left, and you're going to have just some enemies. Depending on your situation, I'm going to throw a grenade in the middle. I do have Heart of Inmost Light on, so I'm going to be probably a little quicker on the grenades than some of you guys. But I just try and run up here, try and wake everything up at about the same time. I try and take the big guy out, and then just line up all the farther away enemies so they can come to me. And then this guy, depending on if I can bring everything else to me. Big guy is, where'd he go? Hi. And at that point, probably should be good. Now, if you're amplified, you can honestly just be even faster, which is good. Now, your goal is to run over to this door. You're going to see 2 knights in front of it on mine. I've seen them wandering a little bit over to the right. You want to find the 2 knights, and my recommendation is just to blow those up. Or you can shoot them. It's totally up to you. Just get near this door, though, so you can proc, basically, the deep sight thing to show up. Because you got to go by the door like you're trying to leave, but it won't let you. So then from here, we're just going to jump up, work our way through this little maze, and then mostly sprint to the end. I have 5 rockets. That should be about enough. Paired with a super, I should be okay. If I'm 1 short, I'll hit the rally flag and show you guys where it's at. When you come in here, go to the right. Gonna follow this around. And then when you get in this area, all you want to do is just look down here for the bottom. So if you can just land yourself down here at the bottom, should be good. Grab your deep sight down here. And again, if you fall once, do this once or twice and you get a feel of what, you know, is a smooth run for you and your character and stuff like that. I'm probably not even running that high of mobility, so I wouldn't worry too much on that front. When you come in here, go to the right first. You have to pick up this deep sight, and even if you've like carried some over, this one kind of opens the next area. You don't even have to shoot those guys. You can if you want to, but doesn't really seem to help too much. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. It's almost just about as fast to just run over here as opposed to trying to thread the needle inside. Now, on this one, usually if you want, I would recommend trying to get a few arc multi-kills in here so you're amplified. And then from there, you should be able to get your speed boost, because at this point, the speed boost is going to carry you all the way to the point where you can get your Sparrow going. So as long as you don't let go of running, you should be good to just literally sprint by everything, not worry about the enemies, and just run on by. Pretty quick, pretty smooth. And then when you get your Sparrow out, then you can drive to, like, phase 2. But the speed boost will help you substantially clear this area faster than normal sprinting, so running arc is not going to be a bad thing. Gives you a pretty powerful super on most classes as well, so I'd imagine it's going to be an efficient way to kill some of these final guys. Whether it's Thunder Crash, whether it's the new Hunter throw, like, Pole Explosion, or just even like Chaos Reach is probably going to be a good one to delete a few guys as well. So depending on your class, you're going to be able to delete things. Thunder Crash is nice for the Titan. It's just a one-off. Now, when you get to the gate, you need to try and exit the gate, but then you got to basically do a quick U-turn. So I usually drive near the gate and then leave. And then your goal is to stand over here by this little thing. So I usually go, now I throw a grenade up there. Storm grenades are nice just to wipe those guys out. And then you'll have a few guys come at you. If you got a melee ability, it's always fun to just nail them that way. And you probably don't even need a very specific build. I probably have like a melee ability blinding people, but that's not even necessary. Most of this stuff is just going to be really easy as long as you stand still. And there's heavy ammo dropping, so that's where if you get 1 brick to drop in the middle of a run, you're probably good. You might hit a rally flag on a public event 1 time before you come in here just to start with full ammo. But as there's a rally flag in the mission itself, it's probably just as fast as anything else. So you'll have these 3 stragglers. You're going to have a few more. These guys over here. This is an Insidious Pulse Rifle in case you guys are wondering. Obviously, I like it. It's level 64. And then if you can get amplified, what you can do, once you get to about 99%, you should be good. You can actually hop this thing at a certain point, but you can't drive your Sparrow over it. So if you can hop it, that'll save you just a little bit. I'm trying to do this about as fast as I can, while still talking through it and being efficient. And this is where I'll show you guys hit the rally flag, and then basically delete everything with Galley. Rally's right here. Hit that one, and then if you want, you can even drive your Sparrow up here, get in the mix of it. I'll do a Galley just to delete all of those guys. Then you're going to get Barrier Guard number 1. Barrier Guard 2 is going to be over here. Galley's nice just for the tracking and extra damage you get from the Wolfpack round, so there's no real question that these guys are going to die. Then here, you want to be where this little glimmer is at, this thing right here, because that's where the hive is going to load in. Actually managed to dodge me. So there's Thunder Crash for you. I deleted all of it. Make sure you finish the Ghost. So the Ghost will come in first, and then you're going to have 2 Barrier Guards that pop in as well. Now the wall is down, don't drive yet. Wait right about here. Now that you see the icon, then drive. Once the icon's there, it'll actually count, but if you leave that as soon as the door opens, I've actually had issues where it doesn't count the checkpoint and I actually have to drive back over and it does the voice lines in a weird place. But if you wait till that icon's here, you're usually safe to come over here and you should be good.
You brought us here?
So I don't know if that was about 6.5 minutes. I'm not timing it, but it's pretty consistent on that run, and you're going to get 9 or 10 pages from doing that. 9 by yourself for that run. You jump out, you're pretty much not going to be able to match that as a solo player. As a team, yes, you can beat that. But as a solo player, to get pages, I have found nothing faster. So if you found this one beneficial and you got solo friends that, or maybe just somebody who grinds while everybody else is sleeping, share this with them. Hopefully it helps you guys knock out the pages once you're done with all the other stuff. Remember, my recommendation is knock out Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible. Do all of that stuff completely for the challenges. Then when you're done with that and you just need to straight up farm pages, obviously go in there and do investigation mission. And if you need pulse rifle kills or auto rifle kills or sniper rifle kills, knock those out while you're doing the same thing. So again, if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like below. Leave a comment if there's something you found that's better. I'd be curious to see it and try it as well. But if you have questions or anything, drop those below. You can find me on Twitch or Twitter at Ebontis. We're going to be discussing Festival Lost tonight on the podcast, literally in a couple hours of recording this one. So you'll probably see it live. If you see this one, we might even be live tonight while you're watching the video, so come hang out in chat. And other than that, if you guys are new to my channel and you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell, and I hope to see you in the next video.